a batch, a shack, a cottage, a cabin. I even heard someone call it a crib. Regardless of what term you use to describe our offering today, well, there's certainly no dispute in its desirability. Welcome to the auction of 21 Bailey Street in Point Lonsdale. My name's Mark Larmer. My job is simply to assist and facilitate negotiations today with the hope of helping one of you put up a sold sticker. So the bidders amongst you in the crowd, I genuinely wish you all the best in your endeavours. And by now you should be on first name terms with Aaron Hess, your listing agent. You should have answered all your queries and questions and made all relevant documentation readily accessible. So the terms and conditions on display throughout the campaign should come as no surprise to hear that anyone can participate without the need to be registered. That as the auctioneer, I may decide the increments by which the bids are to be advanced. I may refuse a bid if we deem it not to be in the very best interest of the seller. And if there's a dispute of any sort, Aaron's got a lovely calming demeanour, so I'll just send him out to have a chat to you. If that doesn't work, well, I'll just go back to the last undisputed bid. Now, I'm the only person authorised to put forward just 2 bids today on behalf of the sellers, and if I decide to exercise that right, I've got very clearly notified you. It's the most transparent process, and that'll be done at a figure below the reserve price. And that reserve price has been set, so subject to being reached or exceeded. Within the top bidder whose offer rate set will become the buyer, and the property will be at their risk upon the contact of my contract with no late bids able to be accepted. The successful buyer will, I'm available to sign the contract, of course, on behalf of the buyer or seller, should that situation arise. So the contract, let's review the contract that you sign it as a successful purchaser, and that's a standard Victorian Law Society contract for sale created by Crown lawyers, and it states that we sell a land more formally described on certificate of title as volume 8121, folio 198, bin lot 58 on plan 406. All 757 square metres thereabouts of prime residential land component, plus obvious improvements, packaged up for your purchasing pleasure, and known more commonly as 21 Bailey Street in Point Lonsdale. We sell on behalf of Danielle Russell, and we'd like to pause this 20 proceedings to thank you very much for the trust she's invested in the team at Independent Property Group to represent her. We sell a home with no restrictions on transfer, vacant possession on offer, the goods and chattels as per your marketing contract. There will be no variations. So the floor coverings, the window treatments, the light fittings, they will be in there for you. Deposit requirements of 10% as specified earlier, and your exchange, your settlement terms, will a 60 to 90 day time frame. So here we go, concise, unconditional contract for you. There shouldn't be any pressing issues or dramas, but if there are any queries I can help with, now might be an opportune time to come in for you. Well, you'd be liable to information they gave you. There wouldn't be liability to ourselves as the agency or the auctioneer. So you have, obviously, you've pursued your own investigations there. So I'm sure if you trust them, then yes, I would trust their recommendations. Hope to help out. Hope to see you in the bid. Anyone else?
Yes, I have a question, Mr. Auctioneer. Look, I'm next door neighbour. I've lived there for nearly 50 years now. And look, during this time, it's become known a focal point of cases of the Bairnsdale ulcer, which is transmitted by mosquitoes in summer months. This is a potentially life-threatening condition, and I can't understand why it's not in your documentation.
Mosquito, well, that's an interesting one. So I haven't heard about the mosquito. You might have to pronounce the term of that to me again. Look, at this stage, look, no, I suppose I can't give anyone any guarantees they might be bitten by a mosquito, and it's not in the contract because it's not part of the legal requirements. And look, we've left that with Crown lawyers, of course, to prepare and put all relevant documentation in there. So, well, I'm sorry that I can't answer the question a little bit more fully, but I hope it's an okay answer for you. Anyone else I can help out? Transmogrification, permutation, and metamorphism. I speak in a language of change, lives. We all know the only thing constant in life is change. But change does not come easily for some. And so a tightly held community of Point Lonsdale, well, homestay in the family for generations. So just like the town's lighthouse, the offering of 21 Bailey Street comes as a shining beacon of light to those navigating the dark and murky waters of their house hunt. And today, for one of you, all the winds of change will allow safe passage to the calm waters of home ownership. Now, I understand we've got interest from three main groups of buyers in the crowd today: the living owners, the developers, and the investors. Each with different agendas, yet all seeking a change. The living owners, a chance here to change your hectic lifestyle and utilise this iconic fibro beach shack as either a holiday home or, I expect, ultimately, a more permanent abode. As you immerse yourself in the simple delights of the region and fall in love with the slower pace of life, where long walks along the beach become a daily routine. The single-level floor plan is attractive, as are the multitude of 1960s character features throughout. And with extensions or renovations you might have in mind down the track, over-capitalising is nearly impossible. The builders and developers amongst you, well, you'll realise we're in a rapidly changing locality with money pouring into the area as buyers discover this slice of paradise. With an ample land component just under a fifth of an acre, a knockdown and rebuild, sir, will allow a home of substantial proportions to be erected. A piece de resistance to fill a sought-after niche in the market, meaning finding a buyer in the future will be a cinch. And finally, for the investors and land bankers, the opportunity to change occupancy to a rental lease, where you receive around $50,000 a year in rental income. Beautifully maintained both inside and out, 21 Bailey Street requires very few modifications to ensure its desirability to tenants for many years to come. The one thing, however, that will not change, of course, is the location. And nestled beside the sea, this welcoming enclave enjoys the perfect sprinkling of boutique shops and cafes. You're bound to run into a few of the characters who call Point Lonsdale home, such as June from Bentley's. It's been cutting the locals here and there for near on 40 years. So in case you don't quite exactly know what to use 21 Bailey Street for, but the good news is you can change your mind at any time or do all three. It's certainly nice to know you've got options. Last thing I leave you with, buyers. A change of address can change your life. Who'd like to begin proceedings with an opening bidder offer now? Don't rush me at once. Your time. I thought the land value at what? 974, we could add 26 for the house and call it $1 million to start. A cheap figure to go from north from, but surely $1 million would be there with me, buyers. Would anyone out there at $1 million? I encourage you in at that price point. Sort of value. 1,400,000, even better. I was earning on the side of caution, wasn't I? At 1.4, we begin proceedings, and nice to have you on board. At 1.4, perhaps entice you in at 50s from here, and call it 1.450, madam. Got you there at 1.450. Welcome in as well. Nice to have you on board. 2 players in. At 4.50 now, we'll call it 5 back to you primarily, sir. If you'd go there now, at 1.450 and seeking another 50, call it 1.5 for me. First time seeking 1.5. Twice now, buyers. Your favourite 1.450, madam. Third, final time. I'm surprised you've stalled at that point. I'm happy to go on behalf of the owners and call it 1.5. No qualms there at all. 1.5, I hold the bid now on behalf of the owners at 1,500,000. Still bringing back at 50, madam.
1.5.
1.5, the same number I thought of. I'll tell you what, why don't I retract mine and go with yours? 1.5, you've got the lead now at 1,500,000. Ladies bid right at the back of the room now, seeking the 50, sermon 550 I have, and back at 6, at 1.6 now. Get a bit of momentum up, sir, come back and call it 650. At 1.6 the bid now, and first time $1,600,000. 620, sir, nice to have you on board, and 1,620. 1.62 is the call, and mate. 630 it is there. 1,630, man. At 1,630, $1,630,000. Is it 10 through travelling? Is there 40 out there? Is there 640 anywhere? At 630 to bid now. First time, 1,630. Twice, 1,630,000. Third, final time.
I'll give you 10.
640, where did that come from? Down here, 640, so was it 50 I saw? 645. To go there, increasing the increments, so a dangerous move, 645. Sir, come on back if you like, we're just starting to have fun. 1.6 and 45 to bid now. First time at 1,645. Sir, can I toast you back in? Automatic. 645, the money not surely seeking another 10 from here. Twice at 1,645. Third, final time. Your favour, sir, 1,645. You scored again. I'll tell you what, I'll give you again direction on that. My last vendor bid, I'll call it 1,650,000. So bids now fairly and clearly identified with me against the lot of you at $1,650,000.
I'll give you 1.7.
Sir?
1,700,000.
1,700,000, a strong move from the back of the room. 705 I have. 705 is hard.
10.
Well, a dual bid, I'm going to take you and call it 715 at the moment.
Okay,
So
fine.
advertised back in 720. 1,720 I have now. At 720 the money now. First time I'm in 720 back in the room. Madam, come on back, call it 725 if you will. Twice at 1,720. Third, final time at $1,720,000. So I've done instructions to sell at 1,720. Would you like another bid though? Anyone else like to play? Madam, can I entice you back in? 725 is calling. At $1,720,000 only. Surely for a prime piece of real estate here in Point Lawnsdale. Surely worth another 5. Who goes next? Looking for an increment above $1,720,000. Come buyers, surely fabulous. Any disputes at all? Don't have instructions to sell. We're at just under where we need to be at $1,720,000. So we will entice one of you back in for an increment. Use my vendor bid and actually tell you what. Well, here's my vendor bid. Go there, do I? Yes, sir. Okay, let's go there. 722.5. Happy to go there. 727.5. Now we've got some momentum. 730 have now. 1,730,000. 730 the money. Come back at the back of the room, sir, at 730. $1,730,000 I have now. Once, twice at 1,730.
740.
740, a nice increment raising the ante. 742.5, got you there, sir. Far left, 742.5 now. Who goes north? 747.5, got you there, 1,747.5 now. First time, 1,747.5. Back, sir, come back with another 2.5 if you will. Twice, 1,747.5. Third, final time. Ladies bid now, and instructions are very clear. I need to let you know we sell for one of the better offer. 747.5 now with you. I sell for one of the better bid or offer above and beyond. Here we go, 1,747.5. Once, twice, third final time.
750.
750, where did that come from? Down the middle, sir. Got you up the channel, 7.5, 3/4 So you back 752.5 now, 57.5, 757.5 now, 758.5. Got you there at 1. 758.500. 758 63.500. Got you there. 63.500. Sorry. Just back there, ladies. 763.5. Sure it is. Yeah, sure it is. Sir. Don't worry about that. 763.5. I'm sure. First time, ladies. Bit 763. 764.5. 64.5. 774.5. I see plain that. That's the way to do it. 774.5. 1,774,500. Once, twice, third final time, ladies. 775. 775 I have at 1,775. Sir, you can hear from me out the back. Jump in when you're ready. 775 the bid now. Once, I call in your favour, sir. Twice now at 775.
7.5.
Yep, 775, 779. And a half. Say again. 79, 84 half. Got you there? Well, I won't knock it down too quickly, so I'll give everyone a chance. 784 half now. 1,784,500. What?
1,790,000.
I see played. Like your word. 790 a bit now. Let's see where we go from there. At 790, let's see if it's intimidated the others. At 1,790,000. Sir, you're shaking your head. You might have done it, madam. Twice now, I pull it in your favour. 1,790,000. Down front, sir. Let me know if you're in or out. Third, final time, ladies. Bet $1,790,000. I'll be selling
5.
Right here, 795. Nice to have you back though, sir. 1,795,000. Madam, would you like to reply at 1,800,000? Go there if you will. 1,795,000. Gentlemen's bid down the middle, dominating proceedings. Once in your favour at 795. Twice $1,795,000. Here we go. Third, final time at 1,795. Madam, are you still in? 1.8 is calling you. Would you go there for me now? 796. I'll take a single if we have to. Sir, madam, you're short. Sir, up the back, 795. It looks like it's yours, sir. We change hands here at Bailey Street. Here we go. I called it away one last time. Once, twice, third, final time with you, sir. And selling $1,795,000. Sold, sir. Congratulations.